Hi. I feel like I need to turn on the lights. These ones, because they set the atmosphere, so let's do that. Okay, there we go. Oh my god! I almost fell. So I've been made aware that my Draw With Me video actually did quite well compared to my other video. So I've decided to make another one, as any person would, because I actually really enjoy those deeper talks with people. And I'm sure that if you know me, even if you talk to me like once or twice, you know that I love conversing with people about not small talks, deep talks. So I thought might as well take advantage of that and speak some more, because I might be an introvert, but sure as hell I do love talking. So there has been a bug on YouTube that I really wanted you guys to know, that unsubscribes people and unlikes the videos that they've liked and takes away the views and everything of that sort. I'm not really sure about the third one, but please check if you're subscribed, and if you're not subscribed, I would really appreciate if you would. It really helps a ton. And ring the bell if you want. That one is optional. The other one is optional as well, but you get the gist. Today we are continuing to draw Tifa and Aerith, the piece that I was doing the line art of like 3 weeks ago in my drone talk. We're gonna be coloring in. I'm not really sure if I'm gonna be doing the shading right now. Today's topic that I really wanted to cover is about adulthood, because I have been thinking about the past 2 years. I'm 19, as I've said before. Things have really changed, but also not really, if that makes any sense, because you know, the transition from the transition from adolescence to adulthood is quite sudden, but also not really. I mean, people perceive you as an adult legally by the time that you become like 18, but it's not like once you become an adult you have like a switch and you turn into one. That's not the case at all. I suppose the idea of adulthood comes from legal reasons, because obviously people turn into adults in like during different times, such as, I'm trying to think about it because the gears in my head are like turning and there aren't like enough words for me to express what I'm thinking. But I guess the concept of adulthood is really weird. I mean, like, mentally wise, sure, you become older and you realize it's easier for you to criticize things and stuff, but there are some if you're talking about responsibility, that would also mean that people become adults at different times. Obviously the law is the law. If it says that you're an adult at 18, then of course the stuff that you can do at 18 are like predisposed. I don't know if that's the correct word, but yeah, I think it's just important not to put so much pressure on yourself, because society standards of the so said adulthood or adulthood. I think adulthood. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Stems from finding like jobs and stuff like that, when really humans, I mean, from our nature, we, like back in the day, people would just live in the fields and live out their lives, work maybe in their garden and then die in the same garden, you know. Now the life space is much quicker and much more stressful. And I think our brains are still wired the same, so stress really catches up to you. But other than that, I was thinking why I don't feel like an adult, even though I technically am, and I have been for 2 years now. Like this November, I am gonna be 20, which is honestly, it kind of stresses me out, if that makes any sense. 'Cause I don't feel like an adult at all, and especially with quarantine. Oh my god, the quarantine thing. Especially with quarantine, it has been super stressful to recognize yourself, like, at all. Because, like, okay, back in my, like, before quarantine started, during like 2019, I was just about to be 18, and as soon as I hit 18, quarantine started. So my entire adulthood, I've been sitting inside my house, and I feel like that really has made me not feel like an adult, even though I am. But to be truthful, I don't think that anybody feels like an adult. The sooner you realize that no one knows what in the world they're doing, the easier it gets, you know. But yes, it's all just stress, man. It's all just stress. And I feel like part of it comes from the high standards that I have put on myself. I don't know if it's due to society's pressure or whatnot, but I have put such high standards on myself that it's kind of difficult to keep up with them, even though I know for sure that many people feel that way. So I guess there's a certain type of comfort in that. You know what's funny? This YouTube thing, especially the draw and talk videos, it kind of feels like it's gonna sound corny. I'm warning you, but it kind of feels like therapy. I know it's a very, very weird analogy, but I don't know, just talking it out, especially with me not really conversing with people, especially during 2020 and during 2021. I think I barely spoke with anybody. I had found it very difficult to get back into the world, if that makes any sense. So I feel like YouTube is kind of like the thing that helps me not keep me sane. Well, maybe keep me sane. I think keeping me creative, because I have been noticing that I've been drawing a lot more with YouTube, and I've been editing so much. Oh my god, the hours that I spend on editing. Oh my god. I mean, I'm not getting paid yet. I would love to. If this goes anywhere, I would love that. I think it would be much easier for me to color in the dress had I just picked like the magic tool. I'm kind of convinced that the dogs are speaking to me, because every time that I record, they're usually quite silent during the when I'm not recording. But as soon as I press record, oh my god, they go all out. Like, okay, if you wanna be that way, then woof woof, I'm gonna bark too. there are a couple of people that have gone like past adulthood for many years now, and others that have just become adults. Most of my friends are like within my age range, which, I mean, it makes sense, obviously, because, you know, most people, I mean, not all, but most have friends that are within their age range, I guess. So that makes sense. But if you're much younger than that, which I do know some people, I know she might get happy about that. But one of my family members does watch my videos. If you're listening, hi. I know you are. She's super young, and I want to give her a good impression of growing up and stuff. It's hard, but you persevere. If you ever feel discouraged, remember that you have a 100% track record of surviving through what you went through, so that's really encouraging. And if you're a teen or a child, I mean, I know one child who watches me, as I said before, but if you're a teenager and you're watching me, just remember that don't get too stressed out, because that can make things even worse than they already are. So just keep your head high and hope for the best, because no one knows what they're doing. Not even, well, maybe like CEOs and stuff not know what they're doing. It's good to like harvest skills, and saying harvest as if they're plants, but you know. There is definitely like a certain importance towards not letting yourself get too carried away from your expectations. Being realistic while also dreaming about things, because to be honest, the future belongs to those that, I mean, it kind of sounds uptight, but the future does belong to people that are hopeful towards it. Well, the structure of the dress is not like entirely accurate. Easter is coming up, so I have been thinking maybe do an Easter themed type of a thing. Oh, and by the way, when I'm saying Easter is coming up, I mean in the Orthodox sense, because I live in Greece and we don't really have Catholicism here. I mean, we do, but not as much as the predominant religion is Orthodox Christianity. So I'm not gonna be getting too much into religion, obviously, but I'm saying this because I'm mentioning this because of the way that the traditions are in each place. Now, if you're like, oh shoot, I forgot to put my glove on. I don't want my tablet to get greasy. I don't have greasy hands. I just sometimes my hands start sweating. Now I'm gonna be drawing in the hair and thinking about any other topic to talk about. So be right back. Okay, so we just finished coloring her in. Now we will continue with Tifa. The topic that I really wanted to talk about also was how I have been experimenting with YouTube the past 3 months, I think. Maybe more than that, but I had like a gap where I didn't upload because of exams. And I'm telling you from now that there is a huge chance that when exam season strikes again, my uploads are gonna be much slower. So you know that from now on. But I have really been I've been learning the algorithm and stuff. And one of the best performing video so far for me, even compared to my old Minecraft days. If you have watched my other Draw With Me video, you get what I mean. But even compared to my old Minecraft days on YouTube, this video performed extremely well. It got like over 60 likes, which honestly it's mind-blowing to me, because that amount for me on YouTube at least, it's like, damn, that's a lot. But yeah, I have noticed that this usually happens due to the content itself, meaning that obviously Black Butler, it has a pretty big fandom, doesn't it? So my plan for now, I have said that with other videos, but with other people, but not to give away too much, but I really want to make videos based on content that people actually search up for, such as anime and stuff like that. And things are coming soon, so look forward to that. And I guess the way that I view YouTube as an adult compared to like a few years back when I was a teenager. I really was really young when I started. I think like 2014. Yeah, I started in 2014. I started when I was 12. And now I'm 19. That's so weird. How many years have passed? 7? Yeah, 7 years. Damn, that's a very long time. But there is a video that when I, at one moment in like late 2020, I made my old videos public again. They're like private now, but I was watching them with my brother. And there is one video where I recorded it at like my birthday, and I got a how is it called? A headset, a Microsoft headset, and I was so excited to get it. And there's like, I'm officially 13. Today is my birthday, and I'm officially 13. Yeah. Officially 13. And I'm officially 19 now. I mean, I have been for like 6 months, probably. 6 months? 5 months, around that time. The way that I perceive YouTube now compared to then is, even though I'm basically at the same place that I was a couple years back, I perceive it very, very differently, because back then I really thought of it... Oh, what? Hello? What was that? Anyway, I perceive it very differently. Back then I didn't really think of it as... If you would look at my upload schedule, I barely ever uploaded. Which, I mean, obviously that is okay, because I had school like every single day, so obviously I didn't have much time to record, and I wasn't really alone at home all that much, so yeah, I had to find like a good time to record for no one to make noise and stuff. And honestly, even now when I make videos and people in real life start like making the conversation only about that, I do get a tiny bit uncomfortable, but I don't really say anything because I don't want to come off as mean. That's the last thing I want to look like. But yeah, the way I perceive YouTube now is there needs to be a stable upload schedule for me to do anything with it, unless I actually have like uni exams, which are super important for my sake, my future. And I also recommend you that even if you do have dreams of becoming something or someone, you should always have a plan B, a plan C, and a plan D. Like as many plans as possible. The more plans, the better. Hence why I suggested you. Especially, I mean, obviously what I'm saying, it's like I may come off that I am that I'm on a high horse, but believe me, I'm not. I still have no clue what am I doing. But all I'm saying that I guess it's kind of like words of reassurance. It's affirmations that everything is gonna be okay towards myself. So if I come off as not entitled, if I come off as if I know a lot of things, trust me, I don't. I honestly don't know. Simply put, I don't know. I know nothing. I know absolutely nothing. But other than that, I would suggest you, from what I've heard from other people, I would suggest you to get as many skills as possible, meaning languages, creative skills, practical skills, skills of comprehension, stuff like that. I feel like it's important to broaden your horizons and become the best possible version of yourself. But obviously, don't beat yourself up too much if you don't succeed at doing if you don't succeed at that, because most people don't. I mean, as long as you try your best, that's all you really can ask for. I really like how the dress is turning out. And well, growing up, I guess, changes a lot of things, not only the way you perceive things, but also the way that you speak, the way that you express yourself. But I don't know, I feel like there's like a balance between one and the other. So, and that is not to mention that balance is really, really, really hard to accomplish. And most of the time, because it's balanced and it's based on time, it's not like you do it once and then you're fine. Nope, you have to do it like your entire life as well. That even has to do with health, with skill, with everything. And although, well, with health, I think you get used to like some habits and stuff. But I really want to make things like YouTube something that I do more frequently, because I feel like it's fun. And although I don't know if there's gonna be much growth to it as anything really. For example, when you're eating healthier, you don't really know where this is gonna take you, but I guess part of the fun is being on the road. For example, when I go to road trips, my favorite part is being on the road and listening to music. I don't drive, by the way. I was back to the adulthood topic. I was supposed to get a driver's license this year or in 2020, but because of quarantine and the government's orders, I couldn't really go with that plan anymore. So I'm still here, not really knowing how to drive, but that is fine, I guess. So long as this whole moment in history goes away. And man, even even though I'm like the biggest introvert ever, I don't... Sometimes I feel like I'm losing my sanity just sitting inside all the time, but I cannot really go outside because first of all, quarantine laws, and secondly, I don't really wanna... Sometimes I feel like I'm wasting time if, for example, I'm not reading or not drawing or not doing anything productive. I begin feel like I'm wasting time, and then I get very sad? Not sad, and not depressed. I don't know how the word is that, but I feel like there's a certain fear of time running out. So yeah, I've been trying to be more easy on myself lately. I mean, it's super hard, of course, but you cannot really do much about it unless you like already have a stable place, a stable job. I don't know, I just really have been feeling the pressure, especially the last 2 years being an adult. When I was a teenager, I had all these expectations for myself, being like, when I become an adult, I'm gonna do this and that and that and this and this and this, and so far I haven't done anything. So this is how my life has been. Isn't that amazing? Oh Lord, I just miss going outside and seeing people run around, being like friends and stuff, and I don't have to be a part of it. One of my favorite pastimes is walking, like anywhere, and now you can't really go. It's outside of your region, meaning your town and stuff, so I've been going through it. I feel even worse for people that are like super young, for example students, that they didn't really have the time to learn and now and be like in a social environment, especially since their age is like super vital to their development and they're sitting inside all the time. With the audience I have so far, which my audience so far is basically my family, some people in real life, some internet friends, maybe like a couple of new YouTube people. So yeah, I really want to be honest with everybody from the beginning. I feel like there is a very certain importance towards that. So yeah. Okay, I think we're done. That's all. I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment down below any other suggestions or any topic that you want me to talk about, because even though it's to the camera right now, I really have a lot of fun conversing with you guys about random topics. It kinda unveils my opinions about certain topics, so if you have any insight towards the topics that I have talked about, then I would absolutely love to continue the conversation in the comments below. So please comment anything. One of my favorite things, if not my favorite thing about YouTube, are the comments and the engagement itself. So yeah, again, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Check if you are subscribed, because as I said, there has been this bug going on YouTube that unsubscribes people from your channel for whatever reason. Like if you enjoyed this video, dislike if you hated it. I don't mind either. I just really like engagement, so please do engage. So that is all. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I am going to see you next time. Bye.